and welcome back to my channel. In today's video I'm going to do a tutorial of how I set my feed up. Now I set my feed up every night. I get a nighttime feed and it's usually a 16-hour feed I have, and I'm going to go through the steps of how I get my feed up. So first of all, what I would do is we have pH strips here. They're called pH indicator strips, and what that means is that you have to aspirate your tube, which I'll show you later on in the video. You aspirate your tube, and what you would do is you get a stick like this, so you can see that they're different coloured, yellow, green, yellow, and so when you aspirate it, you'd squish the syringe over it and the stuff would come out. So anything, as you can see, the pinks here to the greens, anything from 2.0 to 5.0 is completely fine. You can go ahead with your feed. But if this comes back anything above 5.5, so 6, 6.5, 7, 7.5, 8, 8.5, 9, do not put down your tube if it's in the blue region. And this is because your tube may be dislodged and it may have went further down into your jejunum, I think it's called, the top of your bowel, or it's either slipped out and if you don't know where it is, and if you put this feed up and it ended in your lungs, it wouldn't be a very good outcome. You'd be having rush straight to A&E, so you might have too much acid in your stomach. So what I would suggest if you were having a feeding tube and you were over 5.5 is walk about, drink more juice, and sometimes that helps bring it down, but never put anything down if it's over 5.5. That is a big rule. So they're the pH strips, and this is the syringe I use. As you can see, it's an internal syringe, patient use only, 60ml, and it's the purple one. And as you can see, it's got the twist, so that will twist straight into my tube thing here, and it's very easily adaptive. You get these types of syringe you can use for 30 days. After 30 days they can bend, so you don't have to use a different syringe each time. The next thing I'm going to talk to you about is my feed. Now, you can get lots of different feeds. You can get, this is a new packaging. It used to be in bottles, but now they've got it in bags. You get lots of different. Mine is a 500ml. Don't know where that says that. Yeah, it's a 500ml, and it is a Fresh Bean Energy Fibre, and it has 1,500 calories in it and 7.5 grams of fibre. No, I don't think that's right. I don't know what it's got. Anyway, so this is my feed for the night. One bag. They won't all come like this. I get an energy fibre because obviously with me having my stoma bag, it becomes more runny, and it would make my output, my stoma, it would give me diarrhea basically. So they give the fibre in it to thicken it up and make sure that my output in my stoma is a normal thing. So that's all there. And then the last thing I've got to show you is this. This is a given set. As you can see, it's all tightly, it's all packaged. And this is what you attach to the food, and this is what helps pump it through at night and into the tube. So I'm going to go ahead and get ready and start setting my feeding up. Okay, so as you know, first steps first, always the first step is your aspirating. So I just have a napkin here, and what I do is I usually just set one of them on it and use my syringe, my 60ml syringe. I then get the tube and I twist the bottom off, and it comes off like this. And as you can see, you can see like the way to adapt it outside. So this adapter just fits straight on. Twist, twist, and that's it. To aspirate, you pull back the tube with nothing in it, just a little bit until something comes up. Disconnect it. Always remember to twist this back on because you don't want any germs. So, sorry if this is a bit gruesome, everybody, but this is what it is. And as you can see, this, I've aspirated it. I would say maybe 2.5. So that's perfect. We can go straight ahead on with the feeding. Get rid of that. So now that we know that the tube's in position, we can get the feed set up. So firstly, what I would do is I'd open my giving set. And all these silly bits, I would always put them there. And this part is what stops the feed to come through. So I would always, the very first thing I would do was clip that down. It's quite easy, so that's it down. And why we do this is because if we were to put this bag on right now, obviously upside down, none of the bag would leak out because the tube can get the feed down on its own. So, and if you were to leave it like that and you kept leaving, you would just be running about and it would just run out. So we always have to do that, always. What I also like to do, no, you don't have to do this part, I don't think, is this bit. So you've got your wee adapters, and I twist this right round to the bolt back, and that makes sure that the feed will only pass through this and go through out the other end. It will not come out here. So that's another wee tip. You don't have to do it, but I would do it. So to open the bag, it's very, very easy. All you have is this thing here. You twist that off at the side. Easy. Put that there. And you would take the end of this. Now, as you can see, the bag is sort of across, and this is quite sharp, so you'll hear it when it like the pressure hits and it goes in because it's sealed. So if you hear that, and then twist, make sure it's on right. And as I said, always make sure that's clipped because nothing comes out. But I'll show you what would happen if this wasn't clipped. So I'm going to unclip it and wait until you see the feed run out. See it feed run out. So I've stopped it. So the next part, I would now go into the machine. So come in, I'll show you the machine. So to let the machine go on, you press this button here, and it always makes its funky noises. So this is an Amica pump, and these are fairly easy to use. They're actually just a new type of feeding pump, but once you get the hang of it, you can do it in 2 seconds. As you can see here, this is set 70 mils per litre. Can you see it? Yeah. As you can see, it says 70 mils per litre and 500 mil. So that's the 500 mil. The amount in the bag always goes down here, and up here is the rate that it will go through. Now everybody will be different, and everybody will have a rate that suits them. But for me, 70 is a good rate for me. So I would now attach my bag to the feed, and this is how, no, attach my bag to the feed, Jay. No, attach my feed to the machine. So on the feeding bag, you've got 2 holes at the top, 2 easy holes. So you just slip them up there, and let it down go. It's the most annoying thing in the world, this. So it's getting totally away. Aye. So, yes, when that's done, you would open this door. And inside this door you can see that there's a purple bit and this. So the purple bit, you clip the clip in. So you'll hear a click. There we go, it's clipped in. Then you pull this down and make sure it's tight. So shutting the door is very easy as well. All you do is turn it round, push it down and click it in. Now that would be alright, but for me, I would like it a bit more tighter. So I would screw my thing and just put it up just a tiny bit. So the feed is now on the machine, it's in the machine. I now need to get it to the end of my line. So what I would do is I'd press the 3 downward arrows, I would press them, and then I would press OK. And this will just, it's called priming. So this is priming, and it will just push my feed through for me so I do not have to hand do it. So that takes a few minutes. Once you get used to this, it's so easy, and it honestly takes me a few minutes to do, and the machine's very good. It's actually quite very quiet, but it will alert you if something's wrong, which I find's good. I never have any problems with it. So yeah. But as you can see, it's just priming through. But if you've had a feeding tube in your life, or if you've got a feeding tube right now, comment down below about your experiences and about how you set up your feed. Do you do it differently to me? Is there faster ways of priming it? Comment down below your stories. Have you ever had a feeding tube in your life? Do you feed overnight? Do you? Tell me your story. I want to hear it. But yeah, so it's coming a bit closer to the end now. And what I would do just before it gets to this purple part would press stop. So it's not right there yet. But now I press stop, because if I kept that priming, this machine maybe start and keep doing it, and it would just come out and leak here. So I want it to be here, and so I turn up my nozzle and there's not milk running out. Well, I think it's milk, well it is. So that button I used before for priming it, I just hold that button in now, and as you can see I'm doing it by my hand. So in the way the machine is so much quicker, because if I had to do all this by hand, it would take a while. But as soon as I put my finger off this, that would stop. Look. Stopped. Started. So don't worry if your finger gets off. And usually I like to stop it after I've just seen it go in the purple bit, so it's not coming out the top. So look there. So now what I would do is I would twist off this cap and twist off this cap, and I would twist this one on, adapt to myself, and click it once. I would never put this on too tight, because they're really hard to get off. They're very tight. And if you ever spill this feed, I would advise you to clean it straight away, because it's very, very sticky, which is the worst part. Trust me, I've had some stories of when I've put the bag up and it's went everywhere. So please, if it goes anywhere, wash it straight away. So we're all connected now. All I need to do is press start, make sure everything's okay, hold in start. And I don't know if you will be able to see, but there's wee teardrops. No. But if you can't see it, I'm sorry. I don't know how to turn the brightness down. But yeah. So that's how I set my feed up every single night. I would love it if you would like this video. Leave comments down below your experiences. And please subscribe to my channel because I've only got 10 people, but I want to get 100, so let's make that happen, and I'll see you in my next one. Bye!